A week before Christmas, Jake Paul once again proved to both his haters and his fans that he has what it takes to back up all his talk by knocking out Tyron Woodley. But what happens next? Let's find out. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celebrity Ring. In this video, we'll be taking a look at what we learned from Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2. But before anything else, please don't forget to leave a like on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and go ahead and ring that notification bell to turn notifications on, so that way you never miss out on any of the future videos that we produce for you guys. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. While many might think that Jake Paul's climb in the ladders of boxing is almost at its peak, it might actually just be getting started. The 24-year-old YouTuber turned boxing star defeated Tyron Woodley once again in their sudden rematch on December 18th, 2021 in Tampa Bay. And this time with a spectacular right-hand finish in the 6th round that made Tyron Woodley fall face first into the canvas. Woodley, who is turning 40 next April, hasn't won any MMA matches in nearly 3 years. He lost once in 2019, twice again in 2020, and once earlier this year before eventually trying his luck out in the boxing ring. Woodley replaced Paul's supposed opponent Tommy Fury, who is just a British professional boxer and the half-brother of heavyweight champ Tyson Fury, on just 2 weeks' notice when Tommy suddenly withdrew from the fight, citing a broken rib and a chest infection. However, despite the finish, Paul actually showed sportsmanship and praised his opponent multiple times. "This guy is a legend," Paul said, talking about Tyron. "I respect him for taking this fight on 2 weeks' notice because Tommy Fury is a B." In his interview after the fight, he then called out two UFC stars, Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz, who were present during the fight card but left the arena early when Woodley got floored. "Y'all are some Bs for leaving the arena," Jake said. "I know you don't want that S. I'll take out both y'all next. Get out of your contracts with Dana Daddy. I'm gonna F them up too." It's a strong statement that asks them to fight, but one that also asks their UFC boss Dana White to give them a deal just like the one that he gave the go signal to Conor McGregor to fight Floyd Mayweather in 2017. It seems Jake Paul is asking for either Masvidal or Diaz to be allowed to be temporarily out of their contracts in order to fight him. He said, "Dana, I just knocked out a 5-time UFC champion and embarrassed your whole company. Please, let me get Kamaru Usman, let me get Diaz, let me get Masvidal, let me get McGregor, because I'm going to embarrass them too. I promise you that, Dana, I promise you that." Although most of the world is still torn between hating him and respecting him, there is no doubt that Jake Paul is born an entertainer. Paul even dealt with some hardships during their 6th round bout as he got cut with an elbow from Woodley in the 3rd round. It was a fairly big and visible wound on his forehead over his right eye. But just when it looked like it would be another boring fight for the casual viewers, Jake did what he does best: find a way to be viral. During the 6th round of the close fight, Paul landed a very strong right hand that snuck around Woodley's guard, hitting him alongside his left ear and shaking him to a faceplant knockout. The former UFC welterweight champion scarily went down to the canvas. Christopher Young, the referee, immediately waved off the count and summoned medical personnel to tend to Tyron Woodley as Jake Paul ran to his corner to celebrate his win. Even if it does not win the Knockout of the Year award, there's no doubt that it's certainly up there with the best. It actually had the same dramatic flair as UFC star Kamaru Usman's knockout of Jorge Masvidal. Woodley just regained his consciousness after a few minutes of recovery and then congratulated his opponent on his victory. "I said that I would F him up, and I did. Anyone, anytime, anyplace," Paul said, speaking with Ariel Helwani about what his future plans will be. Jake Paul doesn't seem to be sure about his next return to the ring though, saying the earliest he'll be back will be during the later parts of May. "I don't really know what's next on the roadmap," Paul told reporters at the post-press conference. "I've done it all. I've accomplished what I want to accomplish. I need to take a break. I've been going at this non-stop for a year and a half, and it's a lot. I'm exhausted. I need to spend time with my family at Christmas and go on a vacation. I haven't gone on a vacation since I was 18 years old. I told myself not until you feel like you've got to a place in life where you deserve a vacation, and I deserve it now. I'm going to go on my first real vacation where there's no obligations, because I've gone on vacations where I have to film it, vlog it, do interviews, and wake up at a certain time to work out. I'm going on a real vacation and doing backflips into the water. I'll come back whenever I feel like it. When he finally returns to the ring, Paul is not sure whether it will be a fight against a professional boxer in Tommy Fury, or even another MMA fighter looking for a huge payday like Nate Diaz or Jorge Masvidal. He even said that Fury was lucky that he didn't show up to the fight, alluding to the knockout he just did. "I've done more than enough. 4 massive fights in 13 months, Paul added. "Nobody in the history of boxing has done what I've done at this age. Massive pay-per-views, knocked out every person that I fought. The only person that's as active as me is Canelo, and he's 50 plus fights in. I turn them all into memes. That S is going viral all over the internet, and I'm ready to fight whoever. It doesn't matter if they're a professional boxer or a 5-time UFC champion. I don't care. I'm really built for this, and no matter what, I'm going to find a way to get the job done, and that's what I showed tonight. Tommy Fury is lucky he wasn't in there tonight because Tyron is way tougher. He has that experience, and Tommy would have looked a lot worse than that, and that was pretty bad." Fury is also going to be out of training until the end of February or the start of March at the earliest, which allows for Paul to take an extended break and still set up a bout in April or May. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's girlfriend Julia Rose also responded to the Furies, especially Fury Sr., after his controversial comments against Paul. At a press conference previewing the canceled showdown, John Fury verbally attacked the couple. "When Tommy beats you, he is going to get your girlfriend and do her like a dog in front of you," Fury Sr. shouted at the press conference. Rose has now answered back, saying that his comment showed Fury Sr.'s real character, but was unaffected by the threats. "At the end of the day, I think it says more about him than it does about me," Rose told Boxing Social. "If you are willing to say that about someone's girlfriend, it shows your character, not really mine. But I'm fine with it. Me and Jake made a couple of TikTok videos to have a laugh with it, but other than that, it does not affect me at all." Fury Sr. was widely criticized for his verbal attack with BT Sport before later apologizing for his outburst. He later made a clarification on his comments, toning it down to vowing to drop anyone who disrespects the Fury family. "He is just a cheeky lad with no respect for real fighters," Fury Sr. previously told Queensberry Promotions about Paul. "And Tommy is going to hurt him, I will tell you that now, and if he doesn't, I won't speak to him." Well, it seems like now we know who Jake Paul is fighting next. And anyways, that is it for today's video. So what did you think of Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2? Do you want a Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury match to happen next? Make sure you guys do go ahead and let us know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and leave a like on the video, and also don't forget to subscribe to Celebrity Ring and enable post notifications so you guys never miss out on any future content we make for you guys. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and sign off for now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.